How's it going, everybody? My name is Warner Fields with Fields of Profit. I'm a six-figure Amazon seller and full-time student. In today's video, I'm going to be diving into how you can contact wholesale suppliers for Amazon FBA. This is a really important aspect of this business, as the way you go about contacting these suppliers is going to dictate basically your success here. You want to come across as personable. You want to make it seem like you know what you're doing. These suppliers are going to be getting hundreds, if not thousands, of emails a day from people just like you, so you've got to learn how to contribute value to them, how to stand out from the crowd. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into just a simple tutorial on how you can do that. Before we get rolling with this video, I just want to go ahead and ask you to click the subscribe button right down below. It's free, it helps me out a ton, and you can always click it and unsubscribe. Thanks. So I'm assuming at this point you've got a list of suppliers that you're maybe trying to contact, some suppliers that you pulled from Amazon pages, whatever. There's going to be a video up there somewhere. It's a previous video on how I find suppliers if you don't already have suppliers. So we're going to go ahead and jump into just a little workflow of sorts. So the first thing you're going to want to do is send these companies an email or fill out their contact form. We'll go into more specifics. I'll show you a specific case in a second. But you're going to want to email contact form first, and then after 2 or 3 days you're going to want to go ahead and call them then, because sometimes they'll open an account with you over email, and you don't really want to waste your time and energy calling if they're going to open an account with you over email anyway. So once you get all the email sorted out, if they don't respond, then you can go ahead and call, or if they say no for a specific reason, go ahead and make a note of that reason on that email. Say maybe they don't sell to Amazon sellers, go ahead and make a note, say they don't sell to Amazon sellers, and then you're going to want to go ahead and throw it in a spreadsheet or something, so that in the future you don't double contact these brands. I've done that once or twice and it's a little awkward. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and hop into just a quick example here. This is a brand that I've contacted before. I'm pretty sure they have an exclusive seller, but maybe you can go ahead and snag them. It's worth a shot if you want to try to contact them. But you're just going to click on this contact form here, and typically there's going to be a little field here. You're going to go to Wholesale. You're going to fill in your information here. And then the message right here, I've got this simple little script that I use fairly often. I've had some good success with this simple script here, and then I've also got two a little more advanced scripts that I've used from time to time. They've had varying success, still kind of testing out what's the best there. But if you want to go ahead and check out all three of those are going to be on my website. If you want to click below, it's just going to ask you for your email address, and those are going to be free for you guys. But once you go ahead and fill this out, you're just going to want to make sure that they know you're a serious business. You want to open a wholesale account, keep it really simple. These people are getting tons of messages a day, so you don't want to overwhelm them with way too much information. You just want to ask them what they typically need, and then you also are going to say that you have your business license and reseller's permit. So if you don't already have that, you're going to want to go ahead and get that. But this just tells them that you're a legitimate business. You've done this before, that you're not going to be a total noob. So I've typically found the lowest success rate with these online contact forms. It looks like they've also got a email address up here. So after this contact form, maybe you give it a day or two. You're just going to want to go ahead and throw it in a spreadsheet. Whenever you contact a supplier, write down the date and then reference your spreadsheet every couple days. Say, okay, it's been 2 days since I contacted this one. I'm going to try an email, or I'm going to just go straight to the phone on it. And then over the phone, you're just going to want to come across as just be professional with them, ask them some questions, because this isn't about, you're not begging them to carry their products. It's a business transaction. You want to make sure that you want to work with them, make sure that they're going to be flexible with you, make sure that maybe you can get some discounts. Always be asking for discounts, especially once you get that account and once you're doing volume with them. So once you do get in contact with these brands, this is a relationship building business for sure. You're going to want to make sure that you're going out of your way for them, make sure that you're contributing value, do whatever you can to truly actually help the product. What I like to do is pitch them on using PPC if they give us enough margin on those sale prices, and then we also do edit some listings every now and then to kind of catch up on those keywords. If you know how to do that, that's going to be a really good way for those suppliers to see the value of working with you, because most of these suppliers that they're working with are just buying products. And if you think about it from a supplier standpoint, if they sell to one person who's going to capture 200 sales on that product, they might as well just sell to one person rather than having 20 people who all sell 10 units and don't really do anything to add value. Those are also going to be chasing each other to the bottom. They're going to be lowering your price. So you really want to be upfront with them about being an Amazon seller especially, but also how you're going to be able to contribute value, how your processes are better than other companies. So most of the time when they give you an objection, they'll just say, we don't want to work with e-commerce people right now. We don't work with any more Amazon sellers. But that's not a no. You're going to want to try to push into that. There's a bunch of different things that you can try to go ahead and help them with that hesitation to work with you. A lot of Amazon sellers are working with really small volumes. Say, hey, we're going to start with at least 3 to 5K purchase orders, if you can do that, obviously. But they really don't want to work with small fish usually because they're probably a lot bigger than you are. We also talk about how we can do a probationary periods with them every now and then. So a lot of times they just don't want to lock themselves into anything with any Amazon sellers. So you can say, hey, sell us your product this time. We'll see what we can do. And then at any time you can say, all right, you're not selling our products anymore, and that's fine. At least for us, we got to sell it one time rather than 0, right? They're also usually very concerned with just inexperience of Amazon sellers. Make sure you're plugging how long you've been in business, if you've been in business for a little while. Also, Amazon sellers like to violate MAP policy a lot. Just don't violate their MAP policy. Say that, hey, we like MAP policy because it preserves our margins. We'll definitely abide by that. But it really is a simple process once you get into the groove. All we do is sell on Amazon, right? That's our specialty. These companies are selling to usually all kinds of brick and mortars, and they don't really want to go through the trouble because you and I both know that it's a hassle to sell on Amazon. So if you can pitch them on why your company is going to be good for their company, and then that's going to just take down their workload, which is what they're looking to do by working with Amazon sellers. So just make sure you're a professional, make sure you're able to contribute that value to them. It's a relationship. Make sure you're getting on any email lists. Make sure that once you get that pricing sheet, you're going to be able to really buy volume and ask for discounts on that volume. Don't be nitpicky with $500,000 purchase orders on your test buys. Don't ask for discounts. They're not going to like that. But once you really get into volume, it's a give and take. They're going to be willing to work with you on those prices. Just be upfront with them. Tell them why you need the prices that you need. Again, if you want to go ahead and check out the scripts that I use, there's going to be a link to my website. It's just going to ask for your email. The video is maybe a little rambly, but I hope you found some value out of it. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Helps me out with the algorithm. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks, guys.